if you missed it, Shane, we don't get too concerned about the preseason polls and the coaches poll each week, but I did want to share that they have released the official preseason coaches poll here, Shane.
Okay.
We got Alabama number 1,
Shocker.
Georgia number 5, Texas A&M number.
Wait a minute. Georgia at 5?
Yes, sir.
Who the hell they got at 2, 3, and 4?
I got the only ones I care about are SEC, brother. All I got here is SEC.
Yeah, but the fact you got Georgia at the 5th spot.
Can I go down the list before you start ripping it to shreds here?
What NFL team do they got up there?
Number 6, Texas A&M. Number 11, Florida.
Okay.
Number 13, LSU. And then here's what I was getting at. Number 25, Ole Miss. And they retweeted rat poison to that one. So we can go. Now we can get back to Georgia here. Number 5, hell, I mean, I would probably put them 1 or 2 if we're being honest. But I think the beauty of this is kind of what you want if you're Georgia. You're going into the Week 1 matchup against Clemson in Charlotte. You're already the underdogs according to the point spread and all that. And now this is just a little bit more fuel to your fire. Let them get all the disrespect all preseason and then go earn it on the field.
Maybe that's it, man. Maybe they need punched in the mouth before the season starts to get the most out of them, because if you look at any article I've read, it's talking about how great Georgia is and the expectations, but to sit there at the 5th spot coming into I would argue that they are a top 1 or 2 team. And maybe this is the ammunition they need because it ramps up real quick. Clemson Week 1, like you said, they got to be on their game.
Now, how about I think the biggest surprise here, no disrespect to them, but Florida at number 11. I know it was Phil Steele, I think it was. He didn't even have them ranked for what that's worth, but I certainly think Florida deserves to be ranked. But ahead of LSU, not sure I'm buying that. Number 11. Again, it's not a huge deal or anything, but I'd probably put them a little bit closer to 15. What are your thoughts on Florida coming in at number 11 right there?
Mike, I'm going to be upset unless all 14 teams ain't in this top 25, That's just my thought. This is the toughest damn conference in the country, and I kind of hate these lists because, I've always thought when you say a top 25 team, I'm thinking out of all the teams in college football, if you played them head to head at a neutral site, I think if you put them head to head, I think there's going to be a lot more SEC teams coming out ahead than, the 5 or 6 that they got in the top 25. But Florida, absolutely another one. They should put this on the bulletin board, that they're not even considered a top 10 team right now, when you and me both know that that's not true. Same thing with LSU. Where do they got Texas A&M again?
Number 6.
Okay. All right. 6 is a good number for them, I think. I still think they're better than that, but I take these other 2 teams, these bubble teams, the LSUs, the Floridas, and say, hey, look, this is what the country thinks of you. Dan, out of all the coaches in the SEC, Dan is the biggest when it comes to propaganda and getting these boys fired up. Don't think he ain't got it taped up somewhere down there.
Now, in the others receiving votes category, we got several other SEC teams. So they're not quite ranked, but they're just right outside the edge there. We got Auburn at 29, Kentucky 37, Missouri 41, Arkansas 52, and Mississippi State 54. So the entire SEC West probably should be hovering around, the top 30 in the country, but at least they all get respect here. And I thought the funniest reaction when I shared this on Twitter, Shane, let's give this guy some credit, throw up his tweet, but Joey Freshwater, he responded with Tennessee, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt just being sad that they're not included.
Mike, I'm gonna be honest with you. Before you brought up this others receiving vote, as you were talking, I was wondering. I wonder if he has the others receiving vote. If my team made it and we haven't, so it's us, South Carolina, and Vandy at the bottom, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
We're outside 52, whatever. Yeah, stupid list.
But I certainly think Kentucky, top 37. That's disrespectful. They should be a lot higher. And
Yeah.
then Arkansas, Mississippi State, I can make the case both of them right there in that top 25 range as well. And, it's very easy to look at their records from last season, but again, all SEC slate, 10-game schedule. Mississippi State had a losing record. What'd they do? They beat a ranked team in the bowl game.
Yeah.
Arkansas had to play Florida and Georgia. They got a game robbed from them, maybe even two. So, I mean, if you're talking a potential 4 or 5 win SEC team, then you throw in the non-conference, you're getting 4 more wins. You're talking 8 or 9 ball club here. So, yeah, I mean, I had a lot of issues with this list, but I think Arkansas, Kentucky, and Mississippi State stand out to me as 3 that are way too low.
And that's one thing about us finally moving to these super conferences. Eventually, these numbers will match up. When there's just 4 conferences, we could say, all right, this is where they're sitting. But right now, these lists are so stupid, especially before the season. 3 weeks from now, we're going to be like, what the hell were we thinking putting them in the top 25?